there, Tracy here for Imagine Crafts, Imagine Artist in Residence. In today's video, we're going to make a New Year's card just using a couple of products from Imagine Crafts, and let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So here are some of the products that I'm going to be using today. I've got my VersamMark Ink. It's a brand new ink pad, by the way. And then I have my VersaFine Clair and Hawthorn Rose. I have some gold sparkly embossing powder, and I have some sort of iridescent clear embossing powder. And then I've got quite a few dies, and I've got obviously several pieces of paper because I'm going to be doing different colors. And the dies that I'm using are from my stash. And so I've got this number die by Tim Holtz. I'm using the stars from this tree die set. I'm using this big star from the Wise Men set. And then I'm going to be using the Hello There from this sentiment set. So first things first, we want to have our paper. And so you could go ahead and use sparkly paper if you wanted to, but I'm going to make my own sparkle here today. And so I've got my VersamMark ink here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go directly, the ink pad, directly down to the paper. So I'm swiping it, and then I decide later it's going to give me a better coverage if I smush it. So I'm just kind of smushing the ink pad down. And then I've got a piece of paper there over to the side that I'm going to use to dump my embossing powder. So we're just going to cover this whole piece of paper because it's going to be part of our die cuts. And I'm just going to move it over here, emboss it, run the heat, make sure that it's fully embossed, and that piece is ready to go. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's a sparkly iridescent color, white. And so the reason I chose these colors is because I started looking at color combinations and found that the gold was so beautiful with the purple. So that's why I went with these colors. So just kind of clean off here and get ready for my next one. And so I'm going to do the same process with the VersamMark ink and just kind of smush it down, make sure that the whole entire piece of paper, and this is just some generic 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cardstock. I just want to make sure that I can see it's nice and wet. It's hard to see it on camera, but trust me, it's nice and wet. So I'll grab my little piece of scrap paper here again. I'm just going to pick this up with my tweezers, and I'm going to dump the sparkly gold embossing powder. And I'll dump the whole jar on if I need to. It doesn't matter because most of it's going to get poured back in. That which doesn't get poured onto my work surface because, you know, this stuff likes to jump and fly. But the end result is well worth it. And just making sure the whole piece is covered so that I have plenty to die cut from, because I will be die cutting all of these. So I'll just tap that off. And I'll dump this back into my jar. It's handy to have larger mouth jars. And then I'll go ahead and magically heat emboss that on super high speed so that, you know, we're not here all day, because it does take a little while to do a full sheet. So I've got my sheets ready, and I'm going to be die cutting off camera because there's a lot to cut. But definitely, you know, I'm going to clean up my mess first. So next step is I want to ink blend on the background of the card. And I'm just doing the single color. So that's what I've done, is I've just ink blended the Hawthorn Rose onto this single color, and I'm trimming this down to 4 by 5 1/4. I've got all my pieces ready to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and start by gluing this little background piece to a white card base that is 4 1/2 by 5 1/4, or 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, yeah. And so I've got my 2026, and I'm going to start by gluing down my first two. So these are rather large numbers, which is cool because it takes up a lot of the space. I'm going to grab my T-ruler, and I'm going to be popping up the 0 and the 6. So my two 2s, I just want to make sure they're lined up. And then I'll use some of my foam tape to pop down these little, the 0 and the 6. So I'm going to kind of offset them a little bit. You know, let's make it a little bit fun, a little bit whimsical. And I'll lay something heavy on there, giving that foam tape a chance to dry. It does not have glue on the back of it, or sticky, so it's reliant upon the glue. So it's good to let these things dry before you move on to your next steps. So those are sparkly, and again, it's very difficult to see the sparkle of them on camera, but in person, they are great. So now I'm going to take a piece of very low-tack tape here. I'm going to tape my little letters down because what I want to do is I want to do some ombre coloring on them. So I'm keeping this card 2 colors, not counting the white, gold and purple. And I just want to make sure that all my letters fit here. I'm not going to use it to position my letters because I dropped it. Let's be honest. And they all fell off, and I just said, okay, I'm going to go another way with that. But I do want to stick them to my little sticky mat, and I'm just going to kind of color them halfway up to give it an ombre purple and white. And this is kind of more of a berry type purple, which I like. So we've got those done. Now we need to just glue them down. And so I'm going to use my T-ruler again to make sure that I have them straight. And I add a couple of magnets because I am working on a magnetic glass board. I just keep it covered with a piece of silicone to avoid the glare because there's a lot of glare where my lights are. And I'm just going to make sure that the tops of those letters meet up with the top of the ruler and that they're as straight as I can possibly get them. So this one is going to sit flat, but the second one, the there, is going to be popped up. And I will pop up the first one for you on camera, the first letter, but the rest I'll do off camera because it takes forever. I'm not going to lie, friends. I have these teeny tiny micro square foam dots from 3M, and I am just placing them, you know, strategically and carefully because they're just barely the right size. They're almost too big, but not quite. So you could cut down some foam tape if you wanted to, or you could stack the letters. But the problem with stacking the letters is that you're not going to get the give that you do. So I'll get that one down, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And so now we've got this all popped up, and now it's time to decorate with all the die cuts that we made from the embossing. So I'm going to start with the big stars. I cut out 3, but I end up only using 2. And I'm just tapping that one off a little bit, and then I'm just going to place that over the top of the 2, so it's not popped up. And then this one will be popped up a little bit between the 0 and the 6. And then the rest I'm just going to kind of randomly place down. So it's fun to do this kind of impact. So you see that star, I just don't really have a place for it on this card. So I'm just going to move along. I'm going to do the white sparkly stars. And again, you can't really see the sparkle on camera, but these are the iridescent ones that I cut out from the original, the very first paper that I heat embossed. And the way I like to do it is I like to just do a few at a time. Lay my glue down so I know where I want them to go. And then I'll just do 2, 3, or 4 at a time, depending on how close together they are and how easy they are to pick up. So sometimes I struggle picking little things up, and especially off that silicone mat. So, you know, I give that some thought when I'm putting my glue down. And now I'm going to do more gold ones on the numbers. And this gives this card just some pop. So think about, you know, if you want to do a 2-color, and I don't count white as a color, if you want to do a 2-color card, what colors really look nice together and complement each other? Because this is a New Year's card, there's no like color convention like there is for Christmas or Easter or Halloween or Thanksgiving, or Valentine's. It's pretty much any colors you want. A deep blue and gold would be beautiful. A silver and blue, a black and white. I mean, you can go anywhere with this. Black, white, and silver. And so all you need is the VersamMark ink to emboss your embossing powder, and there's so many millions of them out there that, you know, the sky's the limit. Again, you could buy paper and just cut them out of paper, but why do that when you've got this embossing powder sitting in your drawer that you never use? So we'll get a couple last little stars on here, and this will pretty much complete the card. I think I want a couple of more white ones. And so super easy card with a really pretty high impact. Okay, so getting the foam squares on the letters for the word there isn't that easy, but you know. So there's the card. I hope you like it. If you're not already subscribed to the Imagine channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you get notified each time that we upload a new video. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, and I will have supplies listed in the description box below. Thank you so much, and have yourself a Happy New Year. Take care. Bye-bye.